Texans down 6, 50 seconds to go. Deshaun gets the snap, four-man rush. Watson stepping up. He heaves it downfield to his left, and he's got DeAndre Hopkins, who's wrestled out of bounds in Saints territory. Wow, at the 37-yard line. What a play!
Goes right over Marcus Lattimore and before Marcus Williams. And this could happen. He gets out of bounds to stop the clock on top of that.
38-yard play. Watson in the gun. First down at the Saints 37. Duke Johnson to the left of Deshaun.
Here comes the blitz.
Watson looks it over on first down from the Saints 37. Here's the snap. Deshaun firing downfield. And he's got a man. Stills. Touchdown, Houston. Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
The former Saint with the TD catch off the arm of Deshaun Watson.
Unbelievable throw.
37 seconds left. Whew. One of the great drives we've ever seen. 2 plays. Watson to Hopkins, Watson to Kenny Stills, 75 yards, a 13-second drive, and the Texans tie the game. Here's Fairbairn for the extra point.
This is extremely important.
Weeks will snap. Daniel will hold between the hashes. Here's the spot. Here's the kick. And it's no good.
But they roughed him.
But there's a flag down at the line of scrimmage.
They roughed him. Roughed the kicker, so he's going to get another shot at it.
Here's John Hussey, the referee.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense number 22. After this is a goal. Replay.
C.J. Gardner-Johnson roughed Fairbairn, and the Texans will get another shot at it. Fairbairn, he touched him. It was at his ankles.
Good acting, Joe.
You think there's some Stanislavski going on there?
That's good acting, Joe.
Well, you know what? He touched him.
There, but that's, hey.
Now it's a 26-yard extra point. Between the hashes, John Weeks with the snap, Daniel with the hold. Here's the snap. Here's Fairbairn's kick. It is good! And the Texans take the lead on New Orleans, 28-27.
37 seconds, 1 timeout. Drew Brees on the other sideline, and all he needs is a field goal.
Dre, that was incredible.
13 seconds off the clock. A 2-play, 13-second drive to take the lead.
Let's go down to the field and check in with Johnny.
Guys, Kenny Stills up the middle. This is what we've been talking about. One of my keys to the game was spin the dial on the slots. Put different guys in the slot because Hopkins has had advantages. That time, Kenny Stills got an advantage as he went up the slot on the safety, and it was wide open. Heck of a play. Kenny Stills getting the end zone. I would tell you it's his first reception. I think it's his first true reception and a big play. And this sideline erupted. But as I asked Bill O'Brien, how do you finish? Now you got to stop them from scoring.
37 seconds left. They have 1 timeout, and here's Fairbairn to kick off following his extra point that enabled the Texans to take the lead. Fairbairn fires. Super deep touchback. So the Saints will try to move it into field goal range for the win. They have 1 timeout, and they have the all-time leading passer in the history of the National Football League.
And we got one dynamic weapon that lines up behind him, another that lines up out wide right, and Ted Ginn Jr. has some big plays of his own tonight.
Well, when the Texans had the ball with 50 seconds left, I never thought the problem might be that you scored too quickly. Here are the Saints, 1st and 10 at the New Orleans 25-yard line. Brees, shotgun, Kamara to his left. Brees takes the snap, throws, hits Ginn over the middle. Ginn down at the 40-yard line. 30 seconds to go. Breeze trying to clock the ball. At the 40, they line up. He snaps it and spikes it with 20 seconds to go. They still have that timeout.
It took 13 seconds. I might have taken the timeout. You need the time if you're Sean Payton and not the timeout.
Well, look at it this way. They get it to the 40, and they've got a 57-yard attempt from a kicker who's made one in his career. And he also missed earlier from that range. 2nd down and 10 at the 40-yard line of New Orleans.
What a game.
Kamara in the backfield, Breeze in the gun. 2 receivers left, 2 to the right side. On 2nd and 10, here's Breeze. Breeze looking, firing, and he's got a man at the 50 for a first down at the 49-yard line. It's Thomas, flattened there. Saints hustling up to the line, trying to clock the ball. 7 seconds left, 6 seconds left, and Breeze spikes it with 6 seconds left. That's amazing that the Saints went to spike it instead of calling the timeout.
Well, now he's going to try to get something quick to get into field goal range, something on the edges. I doubt that it's going to be over the middle because I don't know that you can get a play run caught with enough yards in 6 seconds to then call a timeout.
Adai checks into the game. 2nd down and 10, 6 seconds to go. Texans up 1. 2nd and 10, Saints at the Houston 49. Breeze looks it over. Empty backfield. 6 seconds to go. Breeze talking to his players at the Houston 49. Here's the snap. 2-man rush. Breeze throws underneath. And he's got a man at the 40-yard line, Ted Ginn. They call timeout with 2 seconds to go.
3rd and final charge timeout.
I don't like the defensive call because it put a whole lot of windows. It opened a lot of windows within the defense. So you were basically surrendering the 40-yard line, and you're just going to take a shot that Will Lutz is going to miss this field goal because you were giving him the 40-yard line, which is his career long of 57.
We might go from elation to heartbreak. It's a 58-yard attempt.
This will be a career long for Will Lutz, who had plenty of distance earlier in the game before halftime.
Morstead will hold. Snap is down. The kick is up. And he's got it. And the Texans lose at the buzzer to the New Orleans Saints.
I will never understand that defensive call.
An absolute crusher.
On 3rd down.
30-28. The Saints celebrate. The Texans cannot believe it. A wild game in the Big Easy. And the Texans fall by 2 to the New Orleans Saints.